We're back. So we covered straight into Pollyanna Vivian. Yeah, we live. Obviously, we covered the MMA card, Netflix. We're now covering UFC, Allen versus Costa, which I haven't seen yet. This is all live. I just realized there's no fighting next weekend, so I might just do a live just to catch up, do the giveaway and just talk. As I said before with the giveaway, the answer was Anthony Pettis. The new giveaway question is, which martial artist was I most afraid for Anderson Silva when he was on his run? Let me know. So yeah, the fight starts. First cut. We're in the prelims. Pollyanna. Yep, come in. You going, yeah? See you later. See you next week. Have a good week. Yeah, so first thing is Pollyanna Vivian. She's fighting first. Yeah, I had a question in my live. She's a good looking woman. I think she was dating Potan. Potan. He's always with baddies, babe, bro. So she's facing um the name will come up soon at some point. The name's not come up, so yeah, cool. Alice Adeline. I think she's out of Romania, I think. So yeah, let's see what happens here. I think she's got to tighten her bits up. So this is the first fight in the prelims. 33, 34, 5'3", 5'5", 116, 115, 6'2", 67-inch reach. Okay. Yep. See you next week. Have a good week. See you later. Bye. Bye. So this is the first fight on the prelims. Soul Man, Afro Power. I haven't really got an afro, to be honest. My hair's quite short, but yeah. But yeah, so we're covering the UFC Fight Night, Costa versus Allen. Obviously, earlier we did the MVP card earlier. You can go and watch the live. All finishes in 3 main fights. Really good. Big respect. I'm from Russia. Hey, hip hop one love night. Hey, my guy, Soul Man. Hey, yo, oh, you're speaking my language. 90s hip hop is the best. I'm definitely with you on that. Respect from Russia. I've met everybody I have met from Russia has always been nice. So I like Russian people. Everybody I've met in Cyprus. I've met in Spain. They've always been really nice. So I like Russian people. But 90s hip hop all day, all day. It's a lot better than today's hip hop because 90s hip hop is more on lyrics and beats. Is more pure. Now it's just like I don't know what to tell you now. It's what DJ Premier, definitely. You Nas, Mob Deep, Cool G Rap. I could go on and on. KRS One. I could go on and on and on. Big L, R.I.P. Big Pun. Um, the Wu-Tang Clan, where they originally came. You know what I mean? I could go on and on and on about rap. I used to be so deep into 90s rap. So I've got loads and thousands, hundreds of CDs. But yeah, don't get me started on it, bro. This the Trauma Center, Philadelphia, hey, Redman, the whole thing, bro. Like, hey, I respect your music taste from Russia for sure. Like I said, everybody I've met from Russia has been really nice. So I would never say a bad thing about anybody from any country. I can only go on what I've experienced, and we all people. You know what I mean? Kumar, how you doing, bro? Which is getting the title shot first, Imavov or Volkov? Maybe Volkov, because I don't see how anyone else a middleweight gets a title unless it's Kamzat, and don't think Kamzat deserves it, but he'll be back. Dinon Guedes, hello, how you doing? Where you from? I'm here just on the prelims of UFC. We got Polyana versus and Kumar. You said who do I think is a good looking person fighting right now? Polyana's she's good looking. She's fighting right now against Aladdin. Yeah. You got Roblox. No, I don't, bro. No, peace to you, Soul Man, as well. I don't have Roblox. Roblox. No, no, I don't. I don't, bro. Nah. What's this? Everyone on Roblox then? Yeah. Dion Gendes. Where you from? Whoa, her nose is broken, mate. She used to look good. She used to look good, but she don't look good right now, but blood everywhere. Loads of tattoos going on. Oh, Scotland. Wee man. Hey, I like Scotland. I've never been to Scotland before. The furthest I've been up north is Sunderland, Newcastle. I've never been above there. My friend actually went to Edinburgh and said it was really nice there. Apparently, you got a hotel in Scotland that is, I forgot the name of it, is the most expensive hotel in Europe. It's something like, I don't know, was it 3,000? It begins with a B, I forgot the name of it. But it's like 3,000 a night or 900 a night or something crazy like that. I was like, they better be doing insurance in there, medicals. You better be getting car insurance in there. You better be getting, you can buy women in there, guy, whatever you want. You should be there to spend that amount of money for a hotel is crazy. So, yeah. Okay, search about Alice Piera. Well, let me do it now. I'll do it now. But at the moment, we have Viana versus Aldine. Let me search. I'm going to search it now. Alice Piera. Give it about my type. Okay. Let's see if I agree. I'll definitely say Viviana's losing this one right now. She's like being stalked. Um, Alice Piera. Survey says. Uh, oh, it's alright. This is alright. This is alright. It's alright. This is alright. What's up, G? Zilius him. Zeus is him, I should say. What's good, G? Where you from? I don't know about her. I have a similar tattoo like her. That's like okay. You know, got some similarities. Probably shoot her a DM. She might get back to you, bro. But right now, Vivian is getting a bit pieced up. Her nose is broken. We're in the round one of the prelims. As I said, I watched the MMA Netflix prelims earlier. Yeah, it was good, but it was like watching a boxing card. Like, there's way too much fighting. Netflix MMA need to alter that for real. Like, it's just like watching a boxing card. You get me? Like, the fight's done. I don't want to hear what other people are saying. I don't want to hear what this guy's got to say. I just want to see the next fight. Just put me on to the next fight. You know what I mean? You got the fight's done, and then this guy's talking, that guy's the owner of it is talking. Like, who cares? Like what you say with the UFC, like what I'm watching now, you don't see Dana White come and start talking about the card. You don't see that. They need to fix that. One good thing though wasn't any performances. Like so, yeah, the performances do made in. From London. Did you accidentally search about Alex? No, I've seen Alexander, Alex Pierre's sister. I've seen her. I know what she looks like. She's a killer. She fought on the card as well. But I know who you're talking about, bro. I had a look. Alice Pierre. I had a look. She's alright. She's alright. You know what I mean? Oh wow, Vivian got taken down. The pacing on the Netflix card was atrocious. I totally agree. It was atrocious. Like I said, it was like watching a boxing card. Now, when you watch the UFC, like I'm watching right now, this is what we're doing. This is a live because I haven't seen it, so we're watching it now. It's fight. It's just the next fight. Then it's the next fight. You have a little intro. It's next fight. These guys will talk to every single person in the crowd. They'll go to the booth. They talk there. Then they'll play a countdown, and then it will go into the fight. It's just like it's ridiculous, ridiculous. Like we don't need to see all that. You know what I mean? You could have watched the fight, went shopping, and then came back, and then the next fight's still waiting to happen. It's ridiculous. I wish that's the best footwork in the UFC of all times. Me, Cody has the best footwork. 25 minutes. Cody, nah, bro. It's probably Dominic Cruz. Probably Dominic Cruz. I'd say footwork. Probably Dominic Cruz. You know what I mean? He's always bouncing around and that. All right, these girls are on the floor. Let's pick it up a bit. Yeah, Vivian definitely lost the second round. I say she's losing this fight right now. Right, the fight's done. It's done already. What happened? What did I miss? Vivian definitely lost that though. Definitely. Oh, by submission. Okay. Yeah, she was getting pieced up. So I'm watching right now. So earlier I covered the Netflix card because I ain't staying up till 4 o'clock to watch it. So we did a live for that. Now I'm just watching UFC Fight Night. We're doing a live for UFC Fight Night. Costa versus Allen. Obviously Allen's from the UK. You know what I mean? So we're doing that. We're doing a live on that. Have you seen the altercation between Cortez and Perez? Like a battle of... No, I haven't seen that. What happened? Kumar, what happened with that? I didn't see that. What happened? Didn't see that altercation. So now we're on Cody Brundage. Who we got? This is why I like watching it the next day. Kingston Falls a lot of commercials. Cody Brundage versus Andre Petrosky. He's 34, 32, 34, 6'6", 185, 185, 7'2", 7'3". Quite even here. 2 years age gap between the two in advantage for Cody. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's the sub. I've just seen it. Literally just see that sub right now. Nasty. Crazy sub. They're beefing on the airport. Mad thing. I haven't seen that. I'm gonna watch that. I'll watch it after this. I gotta go through the whole card, watch this card, but I'll watch it if they're beefing at the airport. Like, what's the point of beefing at the airport, bro? Like, you're not gonna get any money fighting in the airport. What's the point? What is the point? And then if you get injured in the airport, you can't fight your next fight. 'Cause you're injured. Idiot. For the first time someone has done that sub in UFC history. Yeah, it was look crazy. It did look crazy. I'm gonna go back and watch it slightly, but I just want to go through these ones and I'm gonna have a double look at it. Cody Brundage fighting now versus Petrosky. In the second fight on the prelims that's on TV. Even Jose Aldo do something better than Gina, even though he slept a little bit faster. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that finish. This is my take. I've told you, look, my take on the MVP card on the main event, Ronda versus Gina. Ronda came off two bad knockout losses, so she probably wanted to come back, sort of leave with a bit more respect in her legacy. So she picked out, let's be honest, people, she picked out the easiest fight you can get. She's fighting a woman who hasn't fought in mixed martial arts since 2009. The last time Ronda fought was 2016. Okay, this woman Gina's 44. Ronda's not even 40 yet. Gina was coming off health issues and all that stuff. This was easy picking for Ronda. Fight was over in under a minute or whatever it was. Easy picking. It's to come back to get a win. If she wants to retire, she retires on a win. Now, if she would have came back and did it in the UFC, like she came back and fought Kayla Harrison or Amanda Nunes, we ain't done. You know what I mean? And came back, fought someone like that. I would respect that the most. You know what I mean? But she's come out fighting somebody who hasn't fought since 2009. No disrespect to Ronda. I'm just saying. I'm just calling it how I see it. Like, she came back and she fought somebody who's not fought since 2009, who's not doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu, who's a kickboxer. And the last fight she had, she lost to Cyborg. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, cool. It's just like, all right, great, happy for her. You seen the fights that they announced yesterday? Yes, I see they announced Connor versus Max Holloway. I haven't seen the rest of the card because I've stayed off social media because of the Netflix fight, so I haven't seen everything else. But I know it's Connor versus Max Holloway. I'm gonna do a prediction for that. Obviously, watch along, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit now. That's not a good fight for Connor. I'm telling you now. Connor is a round one, two, maybe three fighter. He's not a 5 round fighter. Max can go for 5 rounds. Max is now a lightweight. Max has built himself up. Max is stopping guys. Connor hasn't fought since 2017, I think it is, or 19. I quit 2020, I think. I think it's 2020 or 20 or something. And he hadn't fought for a while. This is not a good fight to come back to. And the problem is there's no good fight to come back to in the lightweight division. If you look at the top 10, he should have came back and fought Chandler. They should have kept it like that. Brundage is now going for a guillotine, but I don't think he'll get it. But they should have kept it like that. Carano and Ronda have easy money. Lynn's the hardest money path. Yeah, so I looked at the payout. So Ronda got 2.2 million. Gina got 1.05 million, and Lynn's got like 100,000 to take a knockout. He got 100,000 to possibly get CTE. You know what I mean? Is it worth it? So you're going against Ngannou. Whoa. I won't spoil it in case you haven't. No. No, I did see the fights, but I just can't remember what the fights are. You can say it, yeah. I'll see. I can't remember what the rest of the fight card is. We look at it now. I know it's UFC 329. I just haven't seen the actual. I looked at it today. Um, I looked at it today. Let's have a look. UFC 329. Brundage is on his back. UFC 329. Let's have a look at the card. Paddy versus Benoit Saint Denis. Yeah, we knew that was happening. Cody Garbrandt, Adrian Yanez, okay. Robert Whitaker, Nikita Krylov, that could be dangerous. Roy Val versus Lonia. Hey, they're trying to push that dude. Tracy Cortez versus Wang Chong. Okay. Yeah, his card's alright. Odie Osborne, he needs a win, man. He always loses. Gable Stevenson versus Alicia Elsion. I don't know who that is. Corey versus Mark Mario. Ha! That's a sick fight. Hey, card's not too bad. Not a bad card. Not a bad card there. What we got? Um, a more hype for Amanda Cyborg. She have more TRT than Ubrim. That fight was way better. The Amanda Cyborg fight is my favorite, one of my favorite women fights. That fight was just, that was like two dudes going at it. You know what I mean? That was a bad fight. Max Holloway hasn't even made his MMA debut last time. I think, yeah, someone else said that. Max Holloway has had his whole career since the last time Karina fought, since Gina fought. This is what I'm saying. It was easy pickings for Ronda Rousey. He's like, that is someone I can 100% beat. And this is why she wanted to face it, to boost her ego, or to get a W on her record. She's probably sick of going on Wiki and seeing the two knockout losses. She wanted the green there. She's got the green, but it's just like the level of competition was. I'm no disrespect to Gina, or it's the lowest competition. She's not even ranked in the top 100. If you haven't fought since 2009, you can't even be ranked in the top 100 of women fighters. She's like right at the bottom, I'd say. But yeah, if she came back and fought someone like Amanda Nunes or Kayla Harrison, that would be massive. But yeah, his MMA amateur debut, 100% is madness. Pooney got robbed against. I didn't see that one. I only watched it today. I didn't see the prelims. Imagine if they just wins and slept that Kevin Randerman looking guy called out Francis. No. Robucio, whatever his name is. He's a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy. He was doing well in the UFC, but he just started getting taken down, and it just, you know what I mean? The level of competition in the UFC is really high. You can't go there and start having a career. You need to come there already. Cody Brunch is beating this dude down. It might be over for him. I'd say stop the fight, man. Yeah, stop the fight, bro. He's in a dominant position now. Yeah, finally stops the fight. Cody Brundage with the TKO stoppage in the prelims. Good one for him, man. I think he's coming off a loss. Um, yeah, that guy is pretty dangerous. I think he's a high level kickboxer, karate as well, and he calling out Francis. Yeah, I'd watch it. I'd watch it. That's not the fight I want to see. Obviously, they're talking about John Jones. John Jones is there, but I don't know why John Jones is even. He's talking about retiring. He's got arthritis in his hip, and he's stuck with the UFC. So there's no point. I don't know why we're even talking about John Jones versus Francis, unless the UFC want to do a co-promote. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, um, women's MMA isn't great in 2026. I can only imagine what Karana's opponents are like back then. Back then, yeah, it's just like I don't know. I've no idea. They're getting women out of salons to fight, women out of I don't know, bikini pageants, women out of I don't know Pilates, women out of yoga classes to fight MMA. It's probably that's how it was back in the day. Right now, I get what you're saying, but it's way more developed. Um, Gina Carano or Ronda can't really come into the UFC and fight these people because it's a way different level. Even though it's not as entertaining, it's still a higher level than they can fight. Um, okay, yeah, Olympic bronze tie, quite yeah, true, true, dangerous, dangerous. He's a dangerous guy. Olympic bronze taekwondo medalist. That's dangerous, mate. So I think that was what fight are we on now? Cody Brondes with the victory. Congratulations to him on the prelims. Let's see what the next fight is. Uh, two women fighting. I forgot the names. Dang, that was a nasty right hand. Hold a minute, peeps. So who we got fighting now? Oh, Caitlin Vieira. Oh yeah, she fought Kayla Harrison versus Jacqueline. She looks alright. It's alright, yo. Dang. It's alright. Jacqueline there. Okay. Jacqueline Calavanti. Yeah, versus Kayla. Okay. Should be a good fight. What we got? Uh, to be honest, do you also find Aspinall have missing the dog MMA guy? Need even the injury in the leg. He's holding foot like train accident, milking eye poke. No, 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 no. I'm an Aspinall guy, yeah. I'm an Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's like 2.5 hours away from where I am. That is legit. If you haven't seen the fight, Kumar, go back and watch the fight with him and Gan. Gan, I poked him about 4 times. 4, 5 times, bro. Go and look at it. 4, 5 times. You know what I mean? You gotta imagine fingers going in your eye 4, 5 times. That ain't gonna be good for your eye. That's gonna can eventually cause damage. So yeah, he caused a lot of damage in his eye. I've been watching all his vlogs. He's been having operations on his eye. It's legit, bro. He's a legit. It's a legit. He's just been cleared by the doctors recently so he can train. I think now he can train full contact. So yeah. Tom Aspinall's legit, bro. He's legit. He's legit. He's the heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall is our UFC heavyweight champion. So if we're saying, imagine what we're saying. If you're trying to say Tom Aspinall is faking an injury, he's our UFC heavyweight champion. That looks bad on us. We watch the sport of MMA, and you're saying our champion is faking injuries, bro. He's not faking an injury, bro. It's legit. Tom Aspinall is legit. I follow Tom Aspinall. I support Tom Aspinall. I believe in Tom Aspinall. I like Tom Aspinall, bro. So it's a legit injury. It's a legit injury, bro. And he broke his leg, bro. Like he's not milking anything, bro. He had to have surgery on his leg and surgery on his eye. So it's legit. It's legit, bro. It's legit. Tom Aspinall is legit. They're real injuries. Shall I tell you what happened in the Pookie fight from where you got what? Yeah, no, yeah. Tell me what happened, bro. Because it wasn't when I put on Netflix. They only showed the main card. So yeah, tell me what happened for sure. Aspinall needed surgery in both eyes. Anyone says he's milking us is exactly. Zeus is him. You are my level, bro. You're on my level, bruv. There is no way Tom Aspinall is milking an injury, bruv. He got an eye surgery twice. My dude's wearing jam glasses like me. Come on now, bro. Come on now. Tom Aspinall's not faking an injury, bro. And when he broke his leg, these were in. Look at it this way. let's look at it from a logical standpoint. Yeah, why would Tom Aspinall fake his injury and not being able to earn money in his job that he's doing? He doesn't get sick pay. They may fix his eyes, but he's not getting paid, and he has a family to look after. So he's not gonna fake his eye, he's injured, and not get paid. If he doesn't fight, he doesn't get paid. Doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. You know what I mean? You got to watch it logical. Think logical. What do you think about Connor versus Holloway 2? This is D2 times 227. What's up, bro? Where you from? Um, I said this earlier. Connor is a round 1, 2, maybe 3 fighter. Connor's a 3-round fighter. This is a 5-round fight. Max is a 5-round fighter. Connor hasn't fought since 2020 or 2022 or something like that. Max fought a couple months ago. It's all about activity. The timing, the thing, Connor can train as much as he wants, but you can't get your timing down unless you're actually in the midst of a fight. Your timing ain't going to be the same unless you're in the midst of a fight. Connor's been off too long. He's been out the game too long. I don't care where he's training. If you're not in the middle of the octagon throwing down, getting your timing down, you know what I mean? Working out things like him or hate him. Sean Strickland, he gets his cardio and his timing down when he fights in the gym. If Connor's not fighting I see him on boats, on Lamborghini boats. Hey, I'm glad he's enjoying his life. But if you're coming into MMA, into the UFC to fight, this ain't no play thing, bro. This ain't a game. You get me? Man's in there serious. This is a serious thing. Max Holloway knocked out Justin Gaethje. Dead. He sent him to the Neptunes. He sent him to his other life. You know what I mean? Justin Gaethje's seen what afterlife is like, and then he came back. Yeah, he beat Dustin Poirier too, who beat Conor twice. MMA math is not stacking up well for Conor, and the UFC had not done Conor any favors. They should have gave him Michael Chandler. They should have gave him Michael Chandler. They shouldn't have given him Max Holloway. Max Bless, I'm telling you now, even with the last BMF fight with Charles, who turned it into a wrestling match, like there should be rules in a BMF. Like it's a gentleman's rule. It's a standing up fight, but whatever. Anyway, but even that Max came in to strike against Charles. He didn't come in to wrestle, which is why I believe his wrestling defense was weak because he's like, oh, it's BMF. We're going to be standing up. This is what we do. Come in there, and I mean Charles has got his wrestling singlet on, ready to go. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying right now, it's not a good fight for Connor. It's not good. They've not done him any favors here. None. I missed the first round here. No favors. They should have stuck with Michael Chandler. Oh, the prelims were live on YouTube. Okay, I didn't see that. I got Max Holloway by KO. I got Max Holloway 2. I'm afraid. I'm giving like early prediction that I got Max Holloway. Bro's been out since 2026. Bro, you mean 2020 or 2022 or something? Puna was winning the fight 29-28 until the last 10 seconds when Morales took his back and got him in a rear naked choke. Wow, yeah, I think he got choked. Yeah, he did. I think he got subbed. He got subbed. Damn. Um, but he held the choke for like an extra 2 seconds after the bell and choked out. Oh, whoa. Yeah, if he can't make it, if he is unconscious and he can't make it to the stall, then they rule that a win for the opponent. So I think if the time's up, even if he held it in, but did the ref not break it up if it was after 2 seconds? So if I know the rules, if you don't make it back to your stall after the round is up, you lose. So it might be something like that. That's mad. If Fabrizio can control his willingness and striking, he may beat everyone. He lost to JDS when he in stand and bang. Lost to Stipe after the same shots and got KO'd. Maybe in the past, not now, bro. Fabrizio for doing any of that now, bro. He's not doing any of that now. Forget all that. In this prime, yeah, he beat Fedor. You know what I mean? He beat non sea level Kane. Okay, let's get it right. It wasn't sea level Kane. It was non sea level Kane, and he beat some other Pete's. But now, nah, bro, like keep him away. Nah, it's too dangerous now. It's too. If you passed it, do not come back to MMA. It's too dangerous. You know what I mean? You got people like You got people like Francis Ngannou lurking around now, just hitting people stone dead. So yeah, 2020, yeah, bro, 2020, not 2026. We ain't seen Connor for ages, bro. It's gonna be dangerous for Conor. Like I said, they've done him no favors. They should have gave him Michael Chandler. They shouldn't be giving him Max. They should not. That's not a good fight for Conor. Um, the ref was trying to break it up, but Morales. That's wrong. Then if Morales held on to the onto it and he held on, he should really be getting disqualified. Uh, that's disgusting. Oh, in his prime, in yeah, okay, in Verdum in his prime was good. I like when he used to start with that flying kick. We used to come out as fly kick dudes. You know what I mean? I think he did it to he done it to a few people. He did it to Ronda Rousey's husband. I think they fought, and I think he did it to him. And he actually, I think he connected with that as well. But yeah, he used to be good. He was good, man. Kind of similar to Morab, but Ricky Summers. Yes, yeah, when Morab was choked out. Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, okay, that's not good. See what happens there. I hope he doesn't lose too much steam. Why are these welterweights on losing streaks after losing the title? I think it's not just welterweights. When I've seen it all the time, when a champion loses, they lose. I think they lose a lot of their confidence. I think it's down to confidence when they lose their title, like you've seen with JDM, you've seen with Bilal, you've seen with Leon Edwards, they lose their confidence, I feel. Their confidence and their drive. I think it's linked. They lose that and they just go on a losing streak. It's those fighters who are determined to not, who to sustain the gym, stay focused, stay confident. Those are the ones that they rebound, like Aljamain Sterling. He lost to Sean O'Malley, which I still think was an early stoppage, and then he goes and wins, and look where he is now. But like I said, people like Leon, Bilal, and obviously Leon, he's from the UK. I always root for Leon. But he's on a losing streak. Bilal's on a losing streak. JDM's on a losing streak. I think they lose sight and confidence when they lose a title. So Caitlyn on top. I'll probably give her this round. I think it's like probably 1-1. Okay, Caitlyn's on top. She definitely won that round. Um, Contenders are just really good right now. Very true. Contenders are really good in the welterweight division. The thing about some of the welterweights, you need to look at people are aging. You know what I mean? You got people like Kamaru Usman's like 36, but he came off a win. He's on a win. Leon Edwards, like, I think a similar age. Bilal, similar. I think Bilal's like 39, 40. You know what I mean? Colby Covington. These guys are getting old. You got these young bucks coming up. Ian Gary, Morales is huge. He's a big dude. I know he likes to wear skirts and stuff like that. Hey, it's 2026, bro. I don't know what to say about that. You know what I mean? Imagine losing to a dude who wears skirts and knocks you out. That's humbling. You know what I mean? And then you got Sean Brady. Sean Brady's out there doing the thing he just won. Buckley, I know he lost or won or lost, but he's still a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, the welterweight division is dangerous right now. Welterweight division is dangerous. Francis Ngannou defeat all of them. I'm telling you right now, I looked at this the other day. Go and look at it, yeah, because I was talking about, when they say in the UFC the greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe, who's got 3 title defenses, which is great, that's good. But if you go and look at Francis Ngannou's record, who he's beat, damn, that he has one of the best resumes ever. You know what I mean? He's got Cain Velasquez on there, JDS on there, Stipe on there. You know what I mean? Andre Arlovski, Curtis Blades. You know what I mean? He's got some top people in there. Cyril Gahn. You know what I mean? He's got some big people in there, some massive names. He could be the greatest heavyweight of all time. He could be. He could be. And I feel if he was still in the UFC, I don't know what would happen with him and Jones. I really don't know. But I reckon he would beat everybody else. Him versus Tom Aspinall, though, that's a fight. I wouldn't know. I'm not sure about that one. That's a hard fight. I don't think any of the version of JDM beats Prates. It's a bad matchup for him. Hey, JDM just didn't have no answers for Prates. Prates was all over him, leg kicks. And the thing is about JDM, he's reacting to everything. So that's the giveaway. Usually when you watch the fights, they stay like poker face, like someone's hurting badly, but there's like, you know what I mean? Stone face. Flipping JD was like, you know what I mean? And it just gives away the whole game plan. It's like, oh yeah, cool. Oh, your legs hurting you, bro. I'm gonna chop away your legs. Oh, your ribs hurting you. I'm gonna chop away your ribs, bro. You know what I mean? It's you have to just keep it poker face, and he wasn't doing that. And he got bashed up. You know what I mean? Dracus may be the uncrowned champ at middleweight. No. Dracus lost the title. He's done, mate. He may be, but the thing about it with Strickland, the first fight they had, a lot of people had Strickland winning. The second fight, Strickland had a broken arm going into the fight against Dricus, which is why he looked really bad. What we saw with Sean Strickland apparently was a more healthy Sean Strickland is what we saw, and he's managed to get the win. So, Dricus, I reckon I'll go on a limb. I think Dricus would lose if he fought Sean Strickland again. I think he will lose. A healthy, fully healthy Sean Strickland, I think, does him. Oh right, Vivian is stalking and stuff. These girls are going at it now. She's swinging. Oh, oh, oh! They're swinging now, bro. In a minute, Pete. So back in the chat in a minute. They're swinging. But I think she ain't gonna finish her. Yeah, I think Caitlyn wins that 2 rounds. See if I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. From what I saw of it, I just saw her holding her down for 2 rounds. Yeah, she won that. Where are we at now? Who you got fighting now? Tommy Gant. Easy facing. Hold a minute, peeps. Give me a set. Give me a set. I'll give back to you in a minute. I just want to see who the next one is. Tommy Gant versus Arthur. Arthur Minav. And you got Charlie doing. I spoke to Charlie before. The lady who's talking in scene talk right now. I spoke to her before. Anyway, what are we talking about? Dricus, no. Forget Islam, Ilya. Taporia versus Conor McGregor. MC Coke. I'm telling you right now, that would be an absolute really bad matchup for Conor. As I said before, Conor has not been fighting. His timing's not there. He's got none of that. His timing's not there. He's not been in the ring, he's not been fighting. Ilya has been fighting. He's been KOing dudes. And Ilya is shorter as well, so he has a lower sense of gravity. That would not be good for Conor. Don't make that fight, is what I'd say. I'd be mad as hell if I lost to Morales. Yo, Morales, I'll tell you what, it'd be mad, yeah, if Morales started like beating guys and then putting on a skirt and like dancing on dudes, dancing on fools. Imagine that. Started twerking on fools like that dude. Was that other guy? I forgot his name, who fought Paddy Pimlet. That guy, I forgot his name. What I forgot his name. Yeah, that guy. Mad. It'd be bad if you here's what it is, it's 2026. Nutella Coke, bro, wins always. Yeah, true. That's very true. Eating a Nutella cake. So we'll see. We'll see. Man's eating Nutella cake on fight week. Mad thing. I think Price wins, but Crafty when he reached an advantage. But against Morales, he's reached this advantage. True. JDM take him down. Morales have a base wrestling like Ilya and top weight. Yeah, that's a good fight. I would like to see Morales versus Prates. But the thing about that fight, you're going to take away two contenders. So I just don't think it's a good fight to make right now. But the UFC might just make it. I don't think they care anymore. They just want to see fun fights and for the fans. But I think Ian Gary's going to face Islam next anyway. So we'll see. His size of limbs and narrow stance nullify leg kicks, and Pratis have too much torso. Good for Muay Thai, but vulnerable to wrestling. That's why JDM took him down. JDM may have took him down, bro, but JDM got cooked. JDM got cooked, bro. And I predicted that Pratis would win that fight as well. That's as I said. When champions lose, they usually go on a losing streak. It is what it is. Who's going to losing streak? I think it's down to confidence. So yeah. So you got this fight here. Gant trying to take these people down. Regular heavy wrestling. Okay, Gant's now managed to get him down on side control. We're on UFC prelims as well. Imagine if Mike Tyson in the UFC instead of boxing, he'd be biting everyone's ear. Um, he would actually be dangerous, I reckon, because his short center of gravity, he's got knockout power, and because he's short, his takedown defense should be pretty good as well. So he'd be standing up fools. Fools will have to be boxing with him. They'd have to be trading. He'd be like a Francis Ngannou-esque type fighter. If he had wrestling and his knockout power, he'd be dangerous. He'd be dangerous, but yeah. Gant's repressing the wrestling here. They're just exchanging wrestling. Literally no stand up. It's been clinching for the whole thing. Literally 5 minutes of clinching. Okay, round two. Back to clinching. Okay, he's got him down. But yeah, they really need to sort the MVP card out. They need to sort out how they structure it. It was really, I was not impressed. The amount of talking. Like, Francis Ngannou's won the fight. Why are we talking to Jake Paul? And then why are we talking to Jake Paul on the in between fight bit? And then why are we talking to the owner of MVP, that other guy, Nicias, whatever his name is? Why are we talking to all these different? I just don't understand why we're talking to all these different people between fights. I'm happy there wasn't any performances though, like no music. I don't want to see the music. I'm not there. If I want to see music, I'll go into YouTube or go and watch the people live in concert. I'm here for fights only. The only music I want to hear is when they walk into the ring and playing a rhythm I like to hear. You see me? Well, we got it's crazy. A guy same size fighting in a heavyweight, same size competing welterweight. He may not be cutting weight after Rumble. Yeah, true. It's crazy. If you're referring to, oh wow, it's a nasty. If you're referring to Francis versus that dude, yeah, that's a stop the fight, man. Gantz gets the victory, round and pound. Okay, if you're talking about Francis versus Linz, it was a total mismatch, mate. That was a so in Francis's face. Not Francis' fault. They're just feeding him people. You know what I mean? Francis is weighing 257. Linz is weighing 220. Francis hits like a truck. This dude doesn't. It's just like, I remember what I said to you lot on my prediction. Remember what I said to you? I said to you because I saw this with Stipe when Francis fought Stipe. Stipe went for the takedown, and when Francis sprawled, that was the beginning of the end because when he sprawled, he started hitting him from the side in his head. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end. That's exactly the same thing happened with Linz. I said to you lot yesterday, if Linz going for the takedown, he has to be perfect on Francis to get the takedown because if Francis sprawls on him and starts hitting him, it's the beginning of the end. And I was right. I told ya. I told ya. He takes any hits from Francis in sprawling position, in any position, you're finished. And that's what happened. He got sprawled, he got hit, then he got top position, he got hit, and then he got finished. I told you lot that would happen. Gantz gets the finish there on the prelims. Hey, these people ain't messing about in these prelims, bruh. Know what I mean? Where we at now? Who we got now? Irvin Islan versus Tokros. Oh, from the UK, yeah? Where's he from, Rob? Okay. I think he's fighting out of Florida, but yeah, from the UK. What we got? Dude, imagine if Mike Tyson had Khabib's wrestling. I don't think anyone on the planet wants to piss off a 20-year-old Mike. If Mike Tyson was fighting in the UFC and had Khabib's wrestling and his boxing, he would be undefeated. There'd be nobody that could beat him. There'll be no. I don't care who you are. You're not beating him. You're not beating him. He would be the greatest of all time. He'd be John Jones of that era. We want Francis Ngannou versus angry Connor like a dog. No, we don't want that. Connor, that's just like I don't know. That's like punishment. Like that's punishment to Connor. We would never want to see Connor versus Ngannou. That no. I like to see people be able to spend their money, not spend their money on looking after themselves, but in care homes and stuff like that. It should be JDS and Linz and Ngannou and that Cuban Missile Crisis. I agree. That's a good one. You got a good one there. Yeah, JDS versus Linz. Yeah, okay. They're both Brazilian, but yeah, okay. And then yeah, I agree with that. I agree. If they've got nothing else to do, I agree with that. But what's going to be the main event though? He's like getting after it a bit. We want Francis Ngannou, John Jones, five gorillas. Oh well, we want five Francis Ngannou and five John Jones is five gorillas versus Connor. No, we don't. No, we don't want that because we want to see Connor live. He has a family. How is the hardest fight? Who is the hardest fight? I think you're saying for Islam Makhachev. Two people, I'd say, for Islam. His hardest fights is Ilya Taporia. It is Ilya Taporia because we have to say this about Islam. Islam does get hit. Islam does get hit. He does get hit in fights. If Ilya hits him, that might be over. He might be going down. That's what I will say. Also, Ilya does have wrestling. But I reckon if Islam fights Ilya, he's not going to strike with him. He's going to be wrestling him like he did JDM. It's going to look like that. He will not be. There'll be no striking. I also agree with Ian. I think Ian it will be dangerous as well because he's going to be using his distance and his speed, but it could look like the JDM fight. That's the thing with Ian. I also think Morales as well could be dangerous because he's a big guy. He's a big guy, and you might twerk on him. You know, might throw off Islam like they're fighting. He twerks. Islam's like what? And then he gets cracked or something. You know what I mean? That could happen. So that's another fight. Those are the fights. Ilya Taporia, Arman, Ian, and Morales. I think those four fights are bad for. Well, they'll be interesting for Islam. I wouldn't mind seeing Kamaru Usman versus Islam, but I reckon Islam would just strike with Kamaru, and he'll probably be a bit quicker than Kamaru as well. So it'd be interesting, though. This has been, I think, the guy learned about MMA from shorts and reels. The hardest fight for Islam is not eat like DC. Very true. Shouldn't eat like DC, man. He looks big. He's a big guy. In lightweight, Ilya and welterweight Morales has more basic wrestling base for basic anti-grant. Yeah, but Morales is big. He's just a big guy. I just think it's going to be dangerous. I think it's just a dangerous fight for Islam. Tokos versus Elan. Yeah, it's going Morales versus Ilya in welterweight. That's a good fight, but I don't like that for Ilya. Ilya, I don't know if his knockout power is going to translate up to welterweight. It will definitely translate in lightweight and featherweight, 100%. But will it translate up to welterweight? We saw that with Connor. So when Connor was featherweight, he was knocking out dudes. He was knocking out dudes in lightweight. But when he fought at welterweight, he wasn't. He weren't knocking dudes out. I think. Wait, I'll take that one back. I think he beat Cowboy. I think that was that welterweight. Was it? Can't remember. But when he fought, I'm just saying, when he fought Nate at welterweight, he couldn't really do much. Power wasn't there. Like, well, Nate was just eating the power shot. So that's what I mean. These dudes going at it looks pretty even. Okay, he got the takedown. Uh, Elan got takedown. He's got side control. Okay, fired and final round. Um, well, Islam is not small. Remember when Joe Rogan said, "How does that guy even get down to 170?" Very true. I mean, in person, he's huge. He's muscle. Yeah. Islam is huge. He's a big guy. He's a big, dangerous guy. I like Islam. I think Islam's amazing. He's one of the best fighters in the world. I think he's probably the greatest welterweight. I'm gonna say I think he's the greatest welterweight, and he has the numbers to match that. Okay, he lost once, but he's defended the title more times than Khabib. But Khabib is also a legend. Morales gonna shot a loopy left hand in away from the yeah, and if he lands that on anybody, if he lands that left hand from the Ecuador on anybody, you go to sleep. He's a big guy, bro. Boys, guys, Morales is a big guy. I mean, you see him, he's massive, and if he gets all the way down to welterweight, then you got to think when on fight night he balloons back up to a certain heavy. He balloons back up to a weight that's potentially heavier than whoever he's fighting against. The guy's big. Um, so Ilya should focus on Arman right now. Yes, he should, because Arman's the backup for the White House card. If anything happens to Justin, Arman's stepping in. And really, truth be told, that's the fight that really should be happening. It should really be Ilya versus Arman at the White House. That was the fight that everyone wants to make that makes sense really. But it is Justin Gage. I like Justin as well. He's interim champion, fine. But I would have liked to seen Ilya versus Arman at the White House. Let's see what's what and who's who. Ilya should focus on Connor because now Chandler is punching the air. Could be, could be, could be, could be. I don't like that fight for Connor. Right, this guy's got top position for most of this fight. Ursulin is just like holding this dude down. Yeah, it looks like our guy from England is losing. Yeah, he lost. Oh, that's not good. But congratulations to the other guy. Right, main card time. That's the prelims over. Let me just give me a couple seconds, peeps. That's the main card. That's the prelims over. Pretty good prelims, is alright. Here's out for prelims. Right, main card time. Right, where were we? Uh brother, who cares if he lost? You see, he literally lost 11 years ago and he was a beginner. Hey, I don't, to be honest, I don't, this is the thing I like about the UFC and mixed martial arts. We don't care about wins and losses because we know they will come back and they will have another fight. We just know who brings the fight. So I don't really care about wins and losses personally. I like to see who brings the fight. Connor brings the fight. It's going to be stand up. He's not going to use wrestling. You know what I mean? So I look. So we've got Nikolov versus Chaos Williams. Oh, Chaos Williams is back. 30, 36, 32, 616, 170, 170, 174. So he's got Chaos has got two advantages in the age and the reach. Bro, Morales is zesty. If Islam loses, Khabib will step into the octagon and take away Morales' zesty attitude. I have to agree with you. It is zesty, bro. If you wear, I don't care what the event is. If you're out there wearing a skirt, bro, it's a bit zesty to me. Okay, I'll just leave it as that. Maybe Makachev is Michael Hearn, but comparing him to Morales is like Ashton Hall. He's a bigger weight after Rumble. And I need Joe. What he is? Yeah, true. Yeah, I agree with that. My favorite fight right now is Islam versus Morales and Ilya versus Arman. Waiting for these. Well, that could happen. Islam versus Morales definitely, but I think both of those fights are going to happen at some point. We're going to see Islam versus Morales for sure, and we're definitely going to see Arman versus Ilya. Because as I said before, Arman's the backup for the White House card. But the thing is about backups, usually when people are the backup doesn't usually get the immediate title shot. It's weird. It's just a weird thing. They'll have a backup, but the backup will never get the title shot. There's a time when Vicente Luque was the backup, but he didn't never got a title shot. It's just like, yeah. But hopefully Arman will get the backup. And I do want to say Islam versus Morales. I want to see how he handles that big weight, but I reckon he will just take him down. A lot of fights at welterweight. I'm telling you lot this now, okay? A lot of fights at welterweight you're gonna see with versus Islam are going to look like him versus JDS. It's going to be a wrestling affair because Islam can strike with them, but it's more dangerous at welterweight because you can get caught and you can get knocked out. Remember, Islam has lost by knockout before, so it's going to look like a lot of wrestling. Do you have any? Do you have an MMA background? I've trained in boxing, and my brother is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So I've trained in boxing and jiu-jitsu. They're sort of my favorite too, like boxing and jiu-jitsu. I like boxing, so I've trained in that, and jiu-jitsu too. So yeah, I love it, and I just work out. So that's what I do. Morales versus Prates. It's a great fight. I like it, but you're taking away two contenders. But at the end of the day, we did that before with Ian Gary versus Shavkat. There were two contenders. We took away. So yeah, why not? Why not, mate? Two. We're talking nonsense, but the best in history is Piera. Winner of three divisions, just engage you, knock out Ilya. The best in history, well, people are saying if Alex Piera wins against Ghana, it's not the actual heavyweight championship, it's an interim. So he would need to be if he beats they're saying if he beats um Aspinall and he gets the third belt, then he has the third belt. But does winning three belts and you've got quite losses here and there mean you're the greatest of all time? That's the question, I think. and Gaethje will knock out Ilya. That's a tall task, man. That's a tall task. I'm not saying it can't be done. I will never write off anybody. I will never write off Gaethje. It could be done. It may be done. It may be able to be done. But it's going to be a hard task. That's what I'm going to say. Sadiq Elzad. What's going on, bro? What you saying? Where you from? Where you from, Sadiq? Islam is a GOAT. Yeah, for sure. Islam is definitely up there. He's got the most title defenses in the lightweight division. He's definitely there for sure. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. Bruh, that Paula versus Hamza altercation and the fight makes me Colt fans. Not that it will happen to this day, but Dana doesn't give him the interim fight. Like I said before, I don't feel Hamza will get an interim title shot because he just came off a loss. I don't think he will get it. And I don't think he will face Sean Strickland in a rematch because he hasn't got any title defenses. He had no title defenses at middleweight. Usually, immediate rematches are given to somebody who's had quite a few good title defenses, and then they lose. Then they get immediate rematch. Is Hamzat was on a great run, but then he lost, and he lost to Strickland. So even if he goes to light heavyweight, I don't see him getting an immediate title shot because you got to look at Alex Poatan Piera, who's striking dudes, knocking fools out. Yeah, he lost to Izzy. And then when he went up, they didn't give him an immediate title shot. He had to fight again. Then he got a title shot. That's what they'll do. I guarantee you, they'll be. Oh, Chaos Williams is coming on. Chaos Williams is coming on. His mind the back of the head, bro. Chaos Williams is here. He's gonna finish this dude. But excuse me, they made Alex Pierre fight before he had a title shot at light heavyweight. That's what they'll do with Hamza. He won't get straight. It'll be him versus original opponent. Probably him versus Yuri at light heavyweight. And if he wins that, KF Williams gets the victory. He's back. Let's go. Let's go. Nasty knockout. It'll be Hamza versus Yuri. If Hamza wins that, then he'll get a title shot. Guarantee you. They won't give it to him straight away. What else we got? Islam is a different monster. Yeah, he is. Islam is a monster. Islam is a beast. He's one of the best. Head kick knocked out Volk. Beat Volk previously. It was a close fight though. Beat Moicano. Beat Charles Oliveira when he's on his run. You know what I mean? He's already beaten Arman. He's a beast. He's a beast. So, and he's now 2 division champion. He's doing great things. Brother, if you were given 10 grand, would you fight in ground or you fight? Hell no. No way. 10 grand? That's not enough, bro. Put a few zeros on the end of that, then yeah, I'll step in there. I'll be ready to get knocked out, bro. I'll be doing the Jake Paul. I'll just be jumping for his legs. I'll be running around. I'll try and eye poke him. You know what I mean? I'll be doing all that. I'll hit him low blow and I'll poke. But 10 grand for no way. I'll be no way doing that for 10 grand. No way. I'd rather stay at home. Pierre isn't top 3 of all time, regardless if he beats Gain or not. Okay, top 3. We having that discussion now. You lot are getting deep with these conversations, bro. Great chats though. Great chats. Top 3. When we're talking about top 3 right now, we're talking about people like John Jones, GSP. We're talking Khabib. We're talking Mighty Mouse. If you have to compare Alex Pierre to them 4 people I just said there. If you can't compare him to them 4, if he's not in that ballpark, we can't be talking about him in the greats of all time. But he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Nobody's talking about Makachev has an easy chance for 3rd gold. Strickland is not a weight bully, former welterweight. Makachev have better jiu-jitsu in guard than Khabib does. Sean Strickland versus Islam. I think Sean Strickland is taller than Islam. I reckon he'll be heavier. I think Islam could make the weight just about, but I don't know how he would feel. I think them guys may be a bit too big for him at middleweight. I think they're going to be too big for him. But if he's going to face anyone for the title, the best person would probably be Strickland because Strickland doesn't use wrestling. He's an anti-wrestler. So, but Islam will have better cardio than what Hamza had at the time. Because I think he had a bad weight cut. Be interesting. I'd watch it. Uh, let's do Hamza versus Costa. I agree. Let's do Hamzat versus Costa. That's a great fight. Hamzat versus Costa. The winner gets an interim title shot against somebody. Zeus, don't say that or Piero will cast a spell against you. Yeah, bro. Honey, honey. Insani, that tune, innit? Yeah, be careful, boys. Be careful about that. Chaos Williams with the victory there. He's back in the winning column. Great stoppage there for Chaos Williams. We're in the main card now. Okay. Hold on a minute, Peter. I'm going back in the chat. Hold a minute. Give me 2 secs. He's fighting now. See, this is what I like. Compare this to Netflix. Yeah. You're straight into the fights, bro. We're not talking to Dana White, and then we're going to talk to Ariel Manuel. Then we talk to Joe Rogan, and then we have a talk to some people in the crowd, some football players and musicians, and then we come talk to them on the fighters. Then we get to the fight. Nah, bro, we're just getting straight on with the fights. So Cuba versus Sopola. I think that's how I pronounce her name. Prelims. Give me a sec, peeps. Okay, straight into the fights. What I like. Let's go. um, Piera didn't defend a middleweight. He didn't, and he beat the worst crop of light heavyweights ever. You got a good point there, bro. He didn't defend that middleweight. He didn't. For me to be a goat really at the top, you need to defend your title. You do need to have some defenses, but he did defend at lightweight, light heavyweight. He was also fast tracked to middleweight. He definitely was fast tracked due to his history with Izzy. Definitely, they didn't even give him a wrestler on his way to the title. They gave Izzy wrestlers when Izzy was coming up. Derek Bonson, you know what I mean. They gave him wrestlers. So yeah, I do agree. I 100% agree with that. Back 5 years, every middleweight scared to move up. But now light heavyweight, shallow, middleweight, stuck after the champ who fought once a year. Yeah, I know Robert Whittaker's now moving up. Um, Robert Whittaker's now moving up. Costa's moving up. A lot of these guys try. I think the crop of light heavyweights in a few years ago was a bit more dangerous because obviously you had Luke Rockhold move up, he got knocked out. Chris Weidman tried to go up, knocked out. You know what I mean? People were going up and getting knocked out. But now it's not as dangerous at light heavyweight. Powertan's not there. Some people have left. You know what I mean? It's easy. It's now easier to cross over. It's like the the immigrants who coming over on boats. When it's shallow and it's warm, it's easier to cross over. So right now in light heavyweight, it's more shallow, it's warm, it's easier. Yeah, it's time to cross. Now it's time to go to light heavyweight. Poatan's not there anymore. Yeah, but now Hamzat's going there now, but I think people are not as scared as Hamzat now because a lot of people saying he's lost his aura because he lost. So they're saying the way to beat him is outpace him and out cardio him. Like if he takes you down, make him work for everything. And then in the fifth round, fifth, fourth, he's going to be tired. And then he'll start striking. That's what people are seeing right now with Hamzat. So, entertaining fighter, but overrated. uh, Legacy, in my opinion. Hmm, that's a good opinion. I do like Piera though, but we'll see what he does. If a drains Hamzat showed against Piera, he made dent in his head like MVP. Very true. If Hamzat faces Piera, because he was calling out Piera at one point, and if he goes in there trying to wrestle him and he gets tired, you know Pierre is gonna be honey, and he's gonna walk him down, bro, and it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. If your wrestling doesn't work, you are in serious trouble. It's Mayday. You're pressing the Mayday button. Ball. Yeah, we on it, bro. We always on it, brother. Who wins? GSP Prime, DC Prime. Come on now. We can't. Come on now, bro. The two different weight classes. Give me somebody in their weight class, bro. Then that's a better conversation. You have an Olympic level wrestler versus a welterweight who's a good wrestler. Olympic level wrestler at heavyweight would win because he's an Olympic level wrestler. GSP is a good wrestler, but he's too small. Um, Peeps, peeps, don't go anywhere. I'm going toilet quickly. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm back, peeps. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back, peeps. Ugh. Sorry about that, peeps. I had a load of toilet to go to. Now I'm back. I'm back. What we got? Where was I? Yeah, bro. Like I said, you can't say GSP versus DC. They're two different weight classes. That's a totally different thing. Give me the same weight class if you can. Paulo says he wants Jan next for interim if Hamzat's not able to bulk up. But that guy do shin to shin, although he's southpaw. I think Paulo can beat every southpaw. Jan shoulder gave out. Um, I favour Paulo in that fight versus Bohovic. I think Paulo might get that one done. Bohovic is getting on a bit now. He's like 47 or something like that. I reckon Paulo will get that. I reckon Paulo. But is Jan even coming off a win? Bro, if Jan's coming off a loss, we can't do Jan. So I can't remember if he's coming off a win or a loss stuff. Didn't he lose his last fight? Didn't Jan lose his last fight? If he's coming off a loss, we can't do it. But if then it's gonna have to be, I'd say Clear Roundtree is the only other person. Bro, I don't care if Pierre is the GOAT. He is scary, bro. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Pierre he is a nightmare for anybody, especially at lightweight, light heavyweight. If you're light heavyweight, good luck. Pierre is dangerous, bro. He's dangerous, 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 bro. So yeah, Pierre is a dangerous guy. He's definitely scary for sure, brother. DC Prime or Ngannou Prime? That's easy. That's an easy question. DC Prime and Ngannou Prime. The reason why that question's easy is because one of those two already answered that question. Okay, so if one of those fighters already answered that question, and if you're the fighter who's saying you don't think you can beat the other fighter, it's an easy question. Francis Ngannou would beat DC. And I'm saying that confidently because DC already said he would lose against Francis. He said he wanted no part of that. This is when he was fighting. He said he said he wanted no part of Francis Ngannou. This is when he was fighting. So pro, I'm telling you now, Ngannou would beat DC. He would beat DC. It would be really. I reckon it'd be bad. As I said before, if people and these fighters out there who face Ngannou need to hear it. If you fight Ngannou, and I keep repeating, I keep saying it. If you shoot on Ngannou, you have to shoot perfectly and take him down. Because if you don't shoot perfectly in Ngannou and he sprawls, it's the beginning of the end. I've seen it twice now. We've seen it 3 times. In his last fight against Random Fiera, he shot, it was over for him. He shot, he didn't get the takedown, and Ngannou wiped the floor of him. And because his power, the amount of power he can generate from a short distance, just like on the floor, it wipes you out. You're dizzy, then he finishes you. We saw that in his last fight just now, and we saw it against Stipe. Stipe shot, and then he couldn't get the takedown. He started taking some big shots. The only person that was okay was Gane because Cyril Gane because Francis was dealing with the injury. So good fight going on here too. What we got? I think Gane's last fight was a draw. Oh, okay. I mean, John's. You might be able to do him for an interim. You might be able to. Oh, he's taking shots. Stop. Yeah, bro, taking some shots here. He's trying to finish the fight. He's gonna gas himself out. Okay. um, yeah, you could do Jan for an interim. You could if he's coming off a draw. It's not a loss, I suppose, and he's a former champion. You could do. Bro, you know why I'm talking so much about women much? Actually, I text Alex last week to show my clips of a camp with Gegard Musasi and Hendu Jim. And my is double sword, and she said, take you down or okay, is it? Oh, okay, Alex. Okay, you're talking to Alex there. Okay, do got the victory stoppage there. You're talking to Alex. Tell her to pop in my live. Tell her to pop in this live and we can talk. You know what I mean? Um, Nee, if I say if you're gonna take me down or mount position that block me. Okay. I'll get you. I'll get what you're saying there, bro. I'll get what you're saying. Brother, Francis is like being hit by a car traveling at high speed, according to Dana, or being hit on the back of the head with a 20-pound sledgehammer. Listen, either of those don't sound good. Basically, don't get hit by Francis Ngannou, yeah? But I'm telling you, if they came with enough money, I would get hit by him. I wouldn't be scared of that. You know what I mean? But it's just like, damn, you don't want to be hit like that. You know what I mean? At all. Francis Ngannou is one of the baddest dudes on the planet. He is still the baddest guy on the planet. I want to see him. I would like to see him versus Tom Aspinall or even Piera. But I think he'll do Piera. The power is just too much. Next fight, Brakakas versus Edwards. Brakakas is from the UK. So let's see. Prelims. It should be a good fight. Brother, even John Jones said he doesn't want to break his jaw with and trust me, no one wants to get hit by Ngannou. It's just not worth. It's just not good. It's just not good to take that kind of damage. Just a dangerous fight for people. It's just not. It's just a horrible fight, especially if you're getting hit by that guy. It's just not. It's just not what you want in life. That's not what you want. That's something you don't want in life, to be getting hit by Francis Ngannou. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what kind of damage that does to your brain. But something will be off. You won't leave that fight the same. You won't be leaving that fight the same if you fight Francis for sure. Um, on popular opinion, Shane Carwin freshly hits harder. I Shane Carwin did hit hard. Okay, he did hit absolutely hard. Um, I'm not. It could be. It could be. It could be harder. It could be. He used to hit really hard. He used to land. He used to be doing a 1-2 all the time. You do. I've seen him fight. He would do 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then eventually he would land a 1-2 and then just knock people out. So yeah, could be. Could be. That's a toss up. He could hit harder. I can't really say yes or no to that. We all know that nobody wins Ngannou. Um, to beat Ngannou, this Ngannou we're seeing right now, the only person out there who I feel who could have a chance would be John Jones. Um, and that would be high level wrestling. He's gonna have to use against Ngannou. I mean, he's gonna have to shoot all the way from Albuquerque. Do not engage. He's gonna have to circle and then shoot straight away. But as I said, I think even John Jones, if he doesn't shoot properly and Ngannou sprawls start hitting him, it's gonna be over for him. Brother, did you know that when he fought AJ and Ngannou wait, yes, bro. Exactly, yes, bro. Exactly. Disciple, you're telling the truth here. And I was watching all of that. So when Ngannou fought AJ and AJ knocked him out, Ngannou, I listened to the whole thing. Ngannou was told to get there at 10 p.m. So imagine getting to a boxing fight at 10 p.m. and then they say to you, you got to fight at 3 o'clock in the morning or something crazy like that. It's really corrupt. And then AJ turned up about an hour before they had to fight. So AJ was sleeping all the way till he had to fight, and Garner was sitting there waiting at 10 p.m. to fight at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's disgusting. And then that caused him to get knocked out because Ngannou's tired. You got to think he's up training all the time. He's tired. That is definitely corrupt, allegedly. But this is what Ngannou said. Ngannou himself said it. He got there at 10 o'clock, but the fight was at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and AJ rocked in at like 2 o'clock. It is very corrupt. So yeah, if that fight could happen again on fair terms, I'd watch it because when I watched that boxing fight, I'm like, the Ngannou who fight Tyson Fury wasn't Ngannou who fight Anthony Joshua. It weren't the same. They weren't the same two people. So something was definitely up when I watched that. I watched it. And I was in Liverpool watching that, and I was like, this doesn't. Something's up. Something's totally off. Now we know the backstory. It's really corrupt. That's not good. And I totally agree with you, disciple. Who do you think Gable is going to? How do you think Gable's going to do in the UFC? In the heavyweight division, he will do well. You got to think who's going to beat Gable Stevenson in the heavyweight division. I think his main people who give him problems will be Tom Aspinall and will be maybe Hockett because Hockett is he's blasting through fools, and maybe Sergey Pavlovich. I think he beats everybody else. I think everybody else in there he beats. Volkov, he will just take him down. Blades, he could just fight Blades like Hockett fought him, just go after him. Derek Lewis, he will just take him down. So, but people like Tom Aspinall has good as I think he has good takedown defense. He's got knockout power, so he's dangerous. Sergey Pavlovich is just a big guy, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. Bro, how much MMA clips in short time? Bro, you watch so much MMA clips in a short time. I know, bro. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it, bro. I'm on it, bro. He has twice size of the fist of Brock. UFC have to make custom. Yeah, I know. He has the biggest hands in the UFC. I think. I believe. Yeah, Shane Carmen was dangerous. I'm not saying he doesn't hit harder. He may do, but he used to hit really hard. And Ghana have ACL issues. John would span the oblique kicks. Easy money for John. Cut off the cage. Yeah, well, yeah. This is what I said. This is why I said one of the interesting fights would be against John Jones. This is why I said that. The John Jones would be an interesting fight. It won't be a bang 'em, hit 'em, bang 'em out fight. It's going to be an interesting technical fight if it was to fight John Jones. Oblique kicks, things like that. Yeah, it would be interesting. I think Hockey and Walter Walker is going to gatekeeper of horror. Could be, could be. We'll see. That's an interesting fight too. Very interesting fights coming up. All right, so back to the prelim, back to the main card. Edwards versus Brzezinski. Oh, it's a catch weight, so someone didn't make weight. That's not good. Keep the chats coming, peeps. We need at the main event. Our boy Arnold Allen. But yeah, yeah. Walter Walker have good size and BJJ. The problem is like with Doom for upset. He's on a streak. Uh, Take hold after protest. Yeah, yeah. I get you. I do agree with that. Definitely agree with that. These guys are heating up. They're swinging for the fences. This might be a knockout here. Now they're against the cage. But out the two cards for this weekend, obviously the Netflix card was better. Obviously, clearly was better, but the structure was poor. But let's see how I don't know what the numbers are, but I'd like to see the numbers, how much people watched it. Apparently, they were struggling to sell seats as well, to move the tickets. So that's interesting. And if you're going to see Ronda fight again in the main event, it's just like it's going to be a 15-second fight. There's no challenge for Ronda outside the UFC who could headline another card like that. Who else is there outside the UFC? She ain't gonna fight Cyborg, that's for sure. Cyborg will mess the whole party up. You know what I mean? Who else? There's no one else really for her to fight, really, outside the UFC. The main challenges are in the UFC. So she ain't really gonna face anyone. Bilal versus Bonfim. See what happens there. And the winner was you got Edwards versus our guy Barakaras. I think Barakaras, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he won that. Barakaras won from the UK. What's going on, brother? Bantamweight next fight. Let's go. Who you got now? Oh, Wellmaker. He's back. Malcolm Wellmaker versus John Diaz. Let's see what he does. What's your thoughts on Raspal Polaris? He's elite skills and acting language barrier. Bro, I'm not sure who that is, bro. Who is that? Who is that guy? Rashal Pras. Who is that? Where does he fight, bro? I'm not too sure. Wanda said she's not fighting again. You know what? I didn't listen to the pros fight. Oh, she said she's done then. Okay, cool. It makes sense. Like I said, she wants to come back, get an easy dub to subsidize her resume and then bounce. Okay, fair enough. I know she's having kids and stuff like that. The guy's like Walking Tank. but respectful and show sportsmanship. I'm not sure who that is. Does he fight in the UFC? Not sure. Okay, Will Maker. He coming off a loss. He was the hype train. Had so much hype on this guy, man. So he does. Oh, that guy, Polaris, the guy who used to hold on the, the toe hold, the drop toe hold. He wouldn't let it go. Nah, he shouldn't be fighting. He shouldn't be fighting anywhere. He's a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous society. You know what I mean? That's the guy who lost to Dan Henderson. Nah, he's too dangerous for that toe hold. The toe hold, it's a dangerous move, but the way he does it makes it even. He doesn't let go of it. It's just like it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? You can't just be holding on to it, and the guy's tapped, and you're still holding on to it. It's ridiculous. If he learned some discipline, then yeah, he should be fighting. But I don't think he has or did. So we now have Will Maker. It looks like he's fighting at a very safer fight here. He lost in his last fight. Although elite in his game, even Jones looked innocent against him. Yeah, his leg locks were dangerous. They were some of the best leg locks I've ever seen. It was just that he used to hang on to the leg locks. He used to keep leg lock locked in when the referee said stop, and you still have it in, trying to break the person's leg and eventually break the person's leg or knee. It's just ridiculous. You can't do that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. He looks like a tank though. He was muscled up. So Will Maker here against Diaz. And also with Nate Diaz, he lost to Mike Perry. I don't know if the UFC will have him back after he lost to Mike Perry. They might have damaged his stock with the UFC. Coming back for Connor or something, but we'll see. Will Maker looks quite a bit gun shy here. He needs to get back to being him. Water meme like Paulo. Remember he was calling chocolate pepper pig in front of DC. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, chocolate pepper pig. Joker. Funny guy. I'm now on UFC prelims. We have what? No, I'm not the prelims. I'm on the main card. Wellmaker versus Diaz. Nate have a body like Anthony Hernandez. He looked in shape though. In the fight, he looked in shape. He looked in shape, but he got cut up bad, man. He took some shots, man. He's defending the shots with his head. You know what I mean? Defending elbows and shots with his head is just not a good idea, and it ended in a cut. So not good. Guys taking Will. Okay, what happened here? Oh, he dropped Wellmaker. Oh, and kneed him in the head. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Need a down opponent. Okay, what's happening here? So he kneed him in the head while he was down. So I think they're giving him some time to recover. Damn, need him. That ain't good. Oh, they're going to restart. Okay. And that was it. 1 second. Okay. Let's see net round two. See what Wellmaker's got after being kneed in the head. Wellmaker's not as dangerous. What I mean is he's watching a lot. He's not like going in for the kill like he usually does. No fights on next week, Pete. So I might just do a little live on a Saturday, see what's happening, see how people are. No, I'll do it on a Sunday. Um, I'll do a live on the Sunday, and then we'll be back to fights the week after. but there's no fights on at the weekend coming. Nothing. Okay, dude's wrestling. Oh, he subbed him. Wow. Will Maker lost again, back to back. Two back to back losses. He was the next big thing. He was on a rise. Now he's lost two back to back. Wow. Don't worry, bro. Don't give up. Stay positive. Don't give up. You know what I mean? Hopefully he stays positive and comes back. Um, Give me a sec. Korean Superboy versus Daniel Santos is next. What we got? Abs provide another layer of protection for organs. Very true. Always work on the stomach muscles, abs. Look at Francis; he got bloody abs for days. You know what I mean? So his stomach muscles are great. So you got the Korean Superboy versus Santos. Korean Superboy was on a tear at one point, and that's the reason Marvin and Yo take pilo kicks. But very true. Yeah, them not can take the kicks to the stomach because they're built like houses. Especially Yo Romero, he's just like his genetics are crazy. He's got the crazy genetics. Saying to a bit of a bloodbath. See, the Korean Superboy is injured. Well, cut up. It's a good fight. Good fight here going on now. Oh wow, Korean Superboy with the finish, mate. So stalking him, jab jab, defends the takedown for the submission. Okay, guillotine. Santos looks tired. Yeah, Santos looks like he's slowing down a bit. Korean's now he's pouring it on. Troy. Troy's pouring it on now. Santos looks a bit tired. Throws up a head kick. The body. Oh, he goes down with a body shot. Duh, it's over. Wow. Troy with a body shot. Folded him. Wow. Korean Superboy got the job done, mate. Here we go. It's the main event of the evening. Arnold Allen, mate. We're here, peeps. Main event time. Oh, here we are. They announced it. I haven't actually seen it. Okay, so they announced it on the UFC. So here we go. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway 2. Benoit Saint Denis, Paddy Pimlet, Corey Sanhagen, Mario, Brandon Royval, Lunia, and Gable Stevenson versus Elisha Ellison. Hey, Conor's back. Funny how they announced it the same day as Netflix card. Right, let's go straight into the fight, mate. Costa versus Arnold Allen in the main event. We are here. All right, let's go. Main event. I think he's going to lose to Bonfim. I love Bilal as a person. He provides shelter to Gaza, Palestinians, and his own style. Even people hating for no reason. Yeah, I don't mind. I like Bilal too. I'm not a hater. I like Bilal too. He does. He took in a child. I think his parents are lost, so he looks after the child. But yeah, Bonfim may do him though. Bonfim's doing really well. See, we go Arnold Allen versus dude Costa. Costa is dynamic. He just done a spin. This is first round, and we're on the main event now. Spinning back kick from Costa. Costa's looking pretty dangerous, mate. Arnold's just waiting too much. He's waiting on what he's doing too much. He needs to do what he wants to do. Stop waiting on him. He may lose to Bonfim though, yeah. I did a prediction on that one, but oh, Arnold Allen dropped him, bro. Why is he clinching, bro? Don't clinch. You should be teeing off on him. Why are you clinching? We could have had him there. Okay, he's taking him down. He should have struck with him. He should have kept it standing. Has wrestling base, but he can take down a guy like Brady if takedowns. He's nasty. Yeah, Bonfim's. Yeah, he's. Yeah, both of them are nasty. Bilal and Bonfim are nasty. Anna's now got reversed. Now he's getting ridden by this dude. Back control, taking him down. Close first round. I don't know how you scored that one. That's quite close. Second round, here to go. Do you think Hamzat have a weird chin like Yuri? That's why he covered with beard. I don't know, mate. No, I've seen a picture of Hamzat without a beard when he was younger. He looked normal. Look like a normal guy. Leg kick there. Leg kicks. The changes of leg kicks. Oh, Costa is really dynamic. Great leg kicks. So Arnold knows he can knock him down. Arnold needs to press it a bit more, man. He knows he can knock him down, so if he lands something, I mean, Costa's good though. He's just so dynamic, man. He's throwing up all this stuff. 1-2 from Costa in the second round. Oh, see if Alan lands there, he puts him down. Jab, jab. Alan's doing pretty well. But if he loses this, bro, I don't know what he's gonna do if he loses this fight. I don't think they'll cut him, but it's not a good look. This is a close round. Round 4, I think now. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, July 11th. We'll see. We'll see. They announced it as Francis was walking out. Crazy. Trying to take the steam off the fight. Crazy. After that pick, I've seen some stab signs in abdomen. Even looks like Wayne's cutlet. The reason I hate him is he's infamous for hot teamer and beat up a dictator and kids. All that. Who do you hate, bro? Reason why you hate who? Who do you hate? Makes sense. Who do you hate? We're now in the main event. Arnold Allen versus Costa. It's a pretty good fight. Costa dropped. Arnold dropped. Oh, Hamzat. You don't like Hamzat, mate? I don't know, man. I got no problem with Hamzat. I think he's a great fighter. I don't know what these people do in their private lives, bro. I have no idea. I know none of them. The only one I've had a little conversation with is Aljamain Sterling. I've not really spoke to anyone else. This is a very close fight. Oh, he's got him down. Is this round 5 or round 4? Round 4 now. Bam's a great fighter though. He's a great fighter. Former champion. So we have to give it to him. This is a very close fight. Arnold has to gain. I got him against the fence. It's a very close fight. Okay, Arnold's got him down. Arnold appears to be the better wrestler here too. This is it, fifth and final round. Costa's going for it. He's trying to take his head off now. Costa is going off, mate. Okay, Arnold takes him down. Clinch. Arnold, I'd say one. Yeah. Yeah. And the fight's over. I'd probably say Arnold won that, but let's see. Oh, they're showing the UFC belt, 250 belt. The belt's got a cage of its own. And let's see who the victory is going to. And your winner is. Arnold doesn't look happy. He's got his hands out. Oh, Arnold, I won. And I predicted that too. You're welcome. Try to intimidate people coming into Husky packs, like backfired on him. Remember that seriously fight with Paulo. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think Hamza's just building up, sort of like he's probably doing it for social media. You know what I mean? To be honest. But yeah, there we have it. Arnold Allen with the victory, as I predicted. I predicted he would win, not just because he's from the UK. But yeah, that's it for me, peeps. A whole day of talking to you lot, stream with you lot. Next week there is no fights, but I will do a live on Sunday. Um, I'm just going to talk about the giveaway, and we can just talk for a bit. But yeah, no fights on next week. As I said, giveaway for last week, the answer was Anthony Pettis. The new question is, which fighter was I scared of or most concerned for Anderson Silva on his rise, and who, like, the one I thought he would lose to if he fought him. If you want if you want to enter the giveaway, DM me on the Bitman TV Instagram page before 11:59 p.m. GMT time to enter. Right, peeps, I'm out. I'm gonna watch this film, The Running Man. I don't know if you've seen it anyway. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I'm gonna watch it. See what it's about. I haven't seen it. But yeah, Arnold Allen got the victory as I predicted. But yeah, good nights of fights. We had the MVP card. As I said, they need to sort out the scheduling of that. It was poor, and we have the UFC Fight Night. So next fight, I think it's Bonfim versus Bilal. I think that's the next one. Peace.